everybody, Jay here with Jay's Backyard Cooking. And today we're gonna get into some beef finger ribs. I've never done these before other than the oven or a crock pot, but I'm gonna treat them just like a brisket. I'm gonna get them up to about 160, wrap them in butcher paper, and then let them ride all the way through to 200. Let's do it. All right, today's cook is gonna be very simple. I'm just gonna open these up. I'm not gonna do any trimming on them. Again, I've only ever made these either in the oven or on an open fire. Barbecue style, I think I've done them maybe one time in a crock pot. But again, this is gonna be totally new to me. And what these are, beef finger ribs, bone in, center cut, vacuum packaged. HEB, it's a 4.5 pound package. Got them for $21.76. Couldn't beat it. Good to try and experiment with. All right, what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna pat them dry. Again, I'm not gonna take the membrane off. The membrane's actually gonna help keep the meat on. I'm gonna season the membrane side very lightly. Not gonna get very much taste out of that. So I'm just gonna dust it real quick. Salt and pepper is the only thing we're doing today. Of course, season it with whatever you want. Then once I flip it over, we'll hit it heavy on the other side. So again, just a light dust on the membrane side. Pat that down a little bit and flip it over onto the meat side. And then this side, we'll go a little heavy with it. Okay, now that I have this nice and coated, I'm gonna let it sit. I have the Traeger out there going up to 250. I'm gonna let these sit here for a little bit and let them sweat, kind of absorb that flavoring. I don't use any kind of binder or anything. I don't believe in it. If you wanna use a binder, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, something like that would go good. And then again, just season to your liking. You don't have to use just straight salt and pepper. For me, that's just the easiest way to do it. Again, this is gonna be a real easy cook. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm thinking maybe in the 3 to 4 hour range. There won't be much meat left. You'll be able to see a lot of bone on there. Thinking about calling this brisket lollipops. Maybe brisket on a stick. We'll see you outside. Okay, back out here, that didn't take very long to heat up. If you can see right there, that seasoning is already getting absorbed. So what I'm gonna do at this point, I'm gonna put them in this way along the grates. Not sure why, again, 100% experimental to me. I've never done these on the smoker. I'm gonna do them with the membrane down, and I'm gonna do them as close to where my hot spot is. I'm just gonna put them just like this, back to back. Separate them just a little bit. Just like this, and we're gonna let it ride. I'll be back in probably 2 hours to check it. Probably in about 30 minutes or so, I'm gonna end up putting a pan, an aluminum pan like this one, in there with 50-50 apple cider vinegar, and I'll just let that go all the way through until I decide to wrap. Here's to hoping it comes out good. I already have it on, but you can pretty much do everything from the app. It's something that I'm not used to. I'm gonna set it for 45 minutes. 45-minute timer. At that point, I'll put the 50/50 apple cider vinegar in there. All right, guys, we're going on about 2 hours here. I'm gonna use the old Inkbird temperature pin. You're gonna see where we're at. We're just gonna poke right in between all the bone. And yeah, that's going a lot faster than what I thought. We need a wrap. We're at 170, 180 on some of these. Yeah, it's time to wrap. So just like the brisket, I'm just gonna put it. Oh yeah, look at that. Just gonna put it in the butcher paper and wrap it as tight as I can. I'm gonna wrap them separate. It should be okay. And just get them wrapped tight as possible in there. And then we're gonna let these get up to temp, probably about 200. And then again, just like the brisket, we'll let them rest for a little while. Let's go ahead and get them checked, guys. I think we're right at temperature. We're right at 4 hours. It's right about what I thought it was going to take, 3 to 4 hours. It's sitting at 201, according to my thermopin on both of them. So we're going to get this turned off. We're going to get it put into an aluminum pan, and we'll cover it with foil paper. And then we're going to let them rest for about an hour before we dig into them. I can't wait. All right, back inside, we let the ribs rest for about an hour. So altogether 5 hours with the smoke being around 4 hours and resting for an hour. Now we're gonna unwrap it and taste test. Again, I had never tried this before, so I'm optimistic that they came out pretty good. I hadn't mentioned it before, but for those of you wood smokers, you could actually save this in a bag and then use it as a fire starter. If you'll look, that membrane is holding it all together, but if you'll see that color, real nice and red, it's what we wanted right there. Let's go in for the cut and the first taste. Look at that nice ring, smoke ring all the way around. Bone sticking out, looks like a little lollipop. Let's give it a taste and see what it tastes like. Oh yeah, that is good. Brisket lollipop. This is where it's at. There you have it, folks. Brisket lollipops. Home-style potato salad from H-E-B. If you like what you saw here, please hit that subscribe button, smash that bell so you get notified every time I post a video, and like it. We'll see you next time.